How is poverty measured in the US? In 2013, more than 45.3 million Americans, including approximately 14.7 million kids, officially lived in poverty. For a family of two adults with two children, this meant they had a yearly household income of less than $23,550. For a single adult, it meant less than $11,490 a year. That works out to a little less than $32 a day, which is where I got the name of this chapter. These are known as the Federal Poverty Guidelines, or the Federal Poverty Line, and they're updated every year to account for changes in how much things like food cost. Although they have the official definition of poverty, no one seriously believes that the official poverty guidelines cover all the costs to house, feed, clothe, and generally care for and support a person, much less a family with kids. In many places across the US, $32 would buy about two large pizzas. So while $11,490 a year, or even $32 a day, may sound like a lot of money to you, it actually isn't enough to cover the basics for life in America. Since most people don't think the official definition of poverty captures how many people in America struggle on what they earn to provide a good, healthy, safe home and life for their families, low income is often used to describe poor families. Low income families earn up to twice as much money as those who live on the poverty line. About 1 out of every 3 Americans, or 106 million people, live in low income families. While it's good to be aware of these different definitions, it's important to not get too caught up in them. What's important to recognize is that in the US today, tens of millions of kids start life on an uneven playing field. Imagine having to try to run a race if you started 10 yards behind everyone else, hadn't eaten breakfast that morning, or maybe even dinner the night before, had slept in your third homeless shelter that month, and didn't have shoes that fit right. Catching up would be really, really hard. With almost 32 million American kids living in low-income families, that means 4 out of 10 runners are starting far back. There's a lot that all of us can do to make a difference in the lives of low-income kids and their families. This is not an area where we have made nearly enough progress, and it's one I think we should all feel a moral urgency to address.